Welcome back, everybody. We are shifting gears yet again. We are exploring psychic mediumship here with Victoria Bullock. So thanks a lot for joining our show this morning.
Thank you.
This is a really intriguing topic. I actually met you, got a reading from you at the Holistic Health Fair last year, so I know a little bit about what you do. But can you start by explaining what exactly is psychic mediumship?
Okay. Well, there's two parts, because mediumship definitely is being able to connect and communicate with people who have transitioned and who have passed. And that is a very kind of narrow window, where the psychic aspect of it is stepping into somebody's energy. It's much broader, and so therefore then you can connect with more than just someone who's passed. You also can step into their energy and see what is happening within their space, along with pulling out readings for people who are still in the physical. So that's why I refer to myself as psychic medium, but at the same time you'll see many, many terms for mediumship. If you look, there's all kinds of different terms, but I utilize psychic.
So how long have you been doing this for, and what made you want to get into it?
Yeah, there's so many aspects to that question also, John. Basically, about 15 years ago, I had a friend that introduced me to a medium that was, she would do lives on Facebook. I became very fascinated with it. But if we back that up, when I was a child, I had many, many experiences, and I shut those things down. Mediumship is an innate ability. We are all capable of this, and we all experience it at some point in our lives. But not everyone's going to step into being, a medium. But when I shut those things down when I was younger, I wanted to stay in my left-sided brain, be logical, linear thinking, be normal and not such an airhead kind of a thing. And it wasn't until later, about 15 years ago, I started to embrace the airheadness of myself. And with that, I started to pursue mediumship and doing all kinds of trainings and working with other mediums and doing groups and what have you, and it progressed from there.
What exactly did that process of honing that skill look like?
Oh, for goodness sakes, being able to step into someone's energy and trusting what comes. And that's the real kicker, is being able to say what comes regardless, and not being so concerned if it resonates strongly or not with the other person. Sometimes it will later for them, but at that point to be able to say these things. Sometimes when I argue with spirit, I don't say exactly what comes, only to find out, and I can give you an example, but I've had many examples where I'm like, I can't say that, only to know that that was the very key that would have made sure that they felt very connected to those in spirit.
So when you say you step into someone's energy, can that be scary at times?
That's a great point. There is no fear here, ever. There is no fear. I do not operate on any level that would be fearful. Absolutely not. Someone may be excited that this might be happening and not sure what it looks like or feels like, but absolutely there is no fear. There is only love. So that's how I work.
So if you're working with an individual, what might that look like for them?
Okay, so for them, it varies. Every single reading is going to be different, of course. So it's really interesting when I step into somebody's, if they are a little closed off, that may be addressed. And so we will talk about that, and as they open up and the flow comes, then they start to relax. And as soon as they relax, then we get more of a connection. But a reading could be talking about someone who's passed, that that has a true connection to them, and they may not realize. And it also opens up different signs that they may have been receiving but dismissing. And so now they can go, oh yeah, I remember, yes, I know when that candle was like flickering all over the place uncontrollably, who that was.
I mean, it sounds like there's a variety of reasons why somebody might get a reading, why somebody might see you, whether it's to find answers about themselves or maybe answers about the world around them, people from their past.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So that is really interesting question, because there are so many different aspects to this. It's not just somebody who's deeply grieving and lost someone, although that is welcomed, but at the same time there are things that may project into somebody's possible future, or where they're at right now, or something that is within their psyche that's kind of hidden, that needs to step forward so they can see and navigate more clearly. It is all for clear connection and for clear guidance. None of this is to, I would never tell anyone what to do. That is not my role. But
So,
yes.
so your mission is just to help give people guidance. You offer guidance.
I offer guidance from their higher self and with those within the ethers who support and love them.
Nice. Well, I know a lot of people may not know about what you do, but it's nice that you're here to tell us what you do and to get into a deeper meaning of it. We know that you also have a book as well that you published and is able for people to grab. So we're going to take another commercial break, guys, but when we come back, we'll talk about that book and more about mediumship?
Mediumship.
Mediumship. Okay, I was right. Mediumship. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Remember